Hello friends, good morning. It is Monday, April 14th, and this video is going to be a week in my life as a writer who also has a full-time job and is trying to write a book while also working 40 hours a week. I made myself some breakfast. I woke up pretty early this morning and just kind of laid in bed and watched some YouTube videos. I finally got up, made my breakfast, made my coffee, and I'm going to get a little bit of writing done before I have to start working for the day. I work from home on Mondays and on Fridays, which is really nice. And it gives me a little more flexibility in my mornings because at this point on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'd be driving to work. So it's nice that I get to use the commute time to do other things. I also, sometime today, I think, I'm going to give you a little haul of some crafting stuff I thrifted this weekend, all specifically sewing. I recently came into possession of my mother's sewing machine that she's had for like 25 years. It's all because my best friend got a sewing machine and I was like, wait, I want to sew, that sounds fun. So I now have a sewing machine and I bought some thrifted craft supplies and I'm really excited to get going on that. This is all going to be a journey because having hobbies as someone with a full-time job is hard. I don't know if any of you out there relate, but it can be so hard to balance, like, okay, 40 hours of my week are spent doing other things. And I want to write, I want to sew, I have a guitar that I like to play. Like, I have all sorts of creative hobbies that I really like to participate in, and it can be so difficult to work, take care of myself, and also participate in hobbies at the same time. So I'm excited because it does it's fulfilling, but also sometimes I just want to be lazy after work. Like if I've had because sometimes I also work longer than 8-hour days, and so when I do that, I come home and all I want to do is lay on the couch and sleep. Also, an update on my book. I am like 700 words in. And I'm excited. I started the first chapter on Saturday. I didn't write any yesterday, which is Sunday. I started the first chapter on Saturday, and I think that's what I'm gonna bust out right now. So I'm gonna try to finish that chapter before I start work today. And I will check in later. Hopefully we'll also get some writing done after work. And thrift haul. I have to remember thrift haul. Okay, see you later. Hello again, late lunch check-in. I'm so tired. Like falling asleep at my desk tired. I got myself a little diet soda and I think I'm gonna write for a bit to try to like awaken my brain. I did not finish the chapter I was hoping to finish this morning, so that's what we're gonna do now. I'm really having a dilemma right now over whether I should be writing in first person or third person. It's hard because there's not one that I like more than the other. I'm leaning towards third, and I think that's where I'm going to start, but I'm worried that I'm going to get like halfway through this book and then randomly be like, oh, I wish I wrote this in first person, and either be stuck or have to rewrite. And so I had a moment where I was sitting here thinking about that. Because I'm so early in, I could very easily change it, but I think I'm going to continue in third person. Not third person omniscient. It's like we're from Elia, my princess. We're from her perspective, but third person. And I think I like it. I was having these thoughts a couple of days ago, but the thing that brought it up for me right now is I feel like I keep saying Elia, the princess. I keep referring to her. When I'm like, oh, if I was writing in first person, I could just say the word I, and it'd be fine. Ugh, it'd be so much easier. And I was talking with one of my other friends about this on Friday, and she was saying, you should just write in whatever's most comfortable and whatever's easiest for you. So I don't know. The more I was sitting here talking about it, the more I feel like I want to write in first person. maybe I rewrite this chunk that I'm working on in first person and just see if I like it better. And I can compare both. And then I will decide if we want to do first person or third person. Writers and readers who are watching this, what preference do you have when you're writing or reading? Or do you have a preference? I did once when I was a kid read a book in second person, and that was the weirdest thing ever. I think I still finished it. I'm not entirely certain, but I remember opening up the book and it being like, it was Thursday and you were eating a peanut butter, and I was like, I wasn't doing this. It kind of felt like I was reading fan fiction, like YN fan fiction, but not good. Okay, I'm being so wishy-washy. I I'm like 3 sentences into changing this into first person, and I'm just gonna write this in first person. I think I enjoy it more. I like being able to really see inside somebody's head, and I think I personally find it more difficult to write in third person. And I'm not against the challenge, but I think for this book I'm going to enjoy first person much better. So now my task is to rewrite the like 700 words that I have written right now into first person. We'll see how much longer it makes this, and then we're gonna keep going from there. I feel like my water bottle is like a secondary character in this shot. Hello, it is hours later. I have finished work. I am back to writing. I'm procrastinating making dinner. I just ate some goldfish to hold off my appetite. Tell me why I think I'm gonna go back to third person. Someone's watching this and is like, you should have done that the whole time. You're probably right. It's really so difficult because I love first person for the internal dialogue that you get, but as I'm writing, there's something about third person that I just like better. I don't know. This is kind of tough. I think I'm gonna finish this section. I have like 300 words left. I'm gonna finish it in first person. And then I'm gonna do a little perusing through some books that I've read, through maybe some subreddit threads, just seeing what other people say and see really what I think and feel. Because this is such an aggressive tug back and forth, and I think I'm just afraid of committing to one and then hating it 20,000 words in. Just because like going back and changing it would just be really annoying. I have to commit to whatever I choose. I just don't know which one I want right now. I think that and I don't know if this is just me and how I write, but the writing sounds better in third person. But I prefer first person. And I think it's harder for it to sound good to me in first person. I'm saying all of this with like 900 words written. We're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna finish this section and I'm gonna take my break. And I might write later this evening. I also need to finish Iron Flame, and that is due to the library in 6 days, and I have 40% left, which means I still have like probably 500 words to read, so words. I probably have 500 pages to read. So I need to get on that so I don't lose the hold before I can finish. Because I don't have a Kindle, and I know how people hack it where they put their Kindle on airplane mode so the book can't return. I can't do that. So I have to read that in the next 6 days. So I might be pivoting and I might be reading tonight, which honestly I think could be helpful in terms of deciding first or third person, because I know the Fourth Wing series is written in first person. So I think just getting my eyes off of my work and onto someone else's and seeing how they do it and see how I feel about it might help. Yeah, so you may not see me again today. And if you don't, you'll see me in seconds, but I'll see you probably tomorrow. Hello, editing Kiara here. I had a whole clip, and I don't know what happened to it, so I'm just gonna intro this section. This is my vlog from Wednesday morning. So I had to skip Tuesday because I had a back spasm on Monday night that left me fairly bedridden on Tuesday, and then going into Wednesday, I couldn't sit for long periods of time, and so there's not a lot of vlogging. But I did do a little chunk. I did get like a little bit of writing done. Obviously, I could write in bed if I wanted to, but I had to like make sure my lower back was flat. And so if I wanted to write in bed, I would have been like, and that probably would have been very fun either. So there's that little intro. Sorry for the lack of footage. Don't know what happened to it. Actually, real quick, a fun development. I have a PC now. Watch out. She's a gamer girl. I play The Sims 4, and I've thought about getting a PC for a minute just because I don't want to keep putting my poor Mac laptop through playing The Sims. So I'm excited about that. I know earlier, I think it was earlier in this vlog, I was talking about how hard it is to have hobbies when you work a full-time job. And I just added more hobbies to my plate. So we'll see how I fare, but let's write a little before the workday starts. I forgot to mention that I finished the opening image of my book. So 1,421 words. And so now I'm on to the next section of Act 1, going with the Save the Cat method. And that will be theme stated. So hello, we are at the end of my work from home day, and I don't know how much more writing I'm gonna do today. I did like a couple hundred words this morning, but my back hurting has just put me in a really mood. And I really don't wanna be creative right now. And my mind might change going into the evening and I might get a little burst, but I decided instead I wanna give you guys a haul of some of the sewing stuff I thrifted last weekend. So we're gonna pull all that out. I'm really excited about that. I have gotten possession of my mother's 25-year-old sewing machine. She used it for a while and then it was just like in a closet for a long time, and then my younger sibling used it in college, and now I decided I wanted it. So I have that, and I'm building my own sewing kit. So I went to this craft thrift store and I want to give you guys a little haul. I'll show you again really quickly. I have this like wooden thing on my desk that I believe is actually for either paper or long rolls of fabric, because the little thing in the front, I'll show you, it like opens up so you could like roll paper out of it. But it was $10 and I thought it was really pretty, and I added it to my desk as kind of like a desk organizer situation. One moment, please. Okay, my desk is a little messy right now, but it's this thing. So this actually opens up. So in theory, you could put a roll of paper in here and then like put it out this side. But I just thought it was really cute. Okay, here I am. Thrifting haul part 2, not really part 2 for you guys, because I had a whole 8-minute video filmed of this and then lost the footage. So part 2 for me, I wanted to show you guys what I got at a secondhand craft store. First of all, this cute little basket was $2. Everything in this haul, including the wooden thing that you saw, totaled out to $28. So most of this was very cheap. I just got a bunch of scrap fabric because I'm new to sewing and I want to make sure that I'm practicing on stuff that doesn't cost a lot of money, and I'm not going to be really, really upset when I mess it up. But these are so cute. It's these little surfers. So I'm very excited about this. I don't know what I'll make out of it. I might try some like cloths, like cloth napkins for my kitchen, just to practice with like seams and whatnot. This one was so pretty. We're just gonna go through some of these fabrics. I really want to do a bandana, like headscarf out of this one. I love a little headscarf, and this pattern is so pretty. I'm like kind of obsessed with corduroy right now, and these like tiny little flowers are to die for. And then this just is like a little bundle of like some pretty little fabrics that I can just practice with and maybe make some fun little items out of. And then I'm nowhere near at the point where I'm ready to be using patterns, but I was like, look at these gay ass cargo pants. I'm obsessed. So I got it, and maybe one day I'll make myself some gay pants. So I got those. I'm gonna start another video for my other things. And then I got this tin actually with cookies in it, Levain cookies, for my birthday from a friend. And so I decided it was going to be my sewing tin because it's just so freaking cute. These I did get at Walmart, just fabric scissors. I also got these at Walmart. Focus, please. They're so pretty. Pearlized pins. And then one more Walmart purchase was not these ones. Was these bobbins. And then I thrifted the rest of these. So just some more bobbins, some sewing machine needles, some of these buttons that were super fun. I got a tape measure because I do not have one of those. And honestly, this will just be very helpful in life. So I'm excited about this purchase. And then just a bunch of fun, colorful threads that I just figured, why the heck not? If I'm learning how to use a sewing machine, I might as well make it fun and colorful. Seam ripper. I already had a smaller one of these, but I figured might as well have a bigger one. And then, oh, one more little thread. They were just, I don't know, it was just so much fun. I really like this stuff. I'm excited to start sewing, and I'm not sure how often I'll be able to do it, but I think it's going to be a fun activity for me, and I would really love to get to the point where I can both sew my own clothes but also mend and tailor, because I have stuff in my closet that I like and I don't want to get rid of, but it just fits me in an odd way, or I would wear it more if it fit me in a different way. Like, I have some shirts that I'm like, the second I can make you into a baby tee, I'm so excited. So right now, like, we're not looking for anything big, but maybe if you guys are interested in the sewing journey, I can take you on that as I begin. She's back here in this corner. That's my sewing machine. And on top of it are a pair of jeans that I would like to do something with because I don't really wear them anymore. There's the sewing haul. Thanks for watching. Hello. It's Thursday. It's 6:41 p.m. We are back on the floor, which means my back is feeling a little bit better. Actually, more than a little bit better. My back is almost back to normal. I probably shouldn't sit here for too long, but that's okay because I don't have much time. I have like an hour. We're getting real today. I'm fresh out of the shower. We have the stained 1989 sweatshirt on. I'm eating a bowl of salad. The most devastating thing happened today. I ordered lunch to work. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much food. I'll have dinner tonight. I'll have lunch tomorrow. I was so excited. I'm on the freeway on my way home. And I'm like, I forgot my lunch. So I have to scrounge for dinner tonight because the whole point of all of that food ordering was so that I could feed myself, because I'm going home to my mom's place this weekend and I have not grocery shopped in a minute. So we're eating lettuce. I'm gonna scrounge up some protein in my fridge and we are going to make it work. But yeah, I have about an hour. I'm gonna try to get in like a decent writing sprint. I have a section I'm having a little bit of trouble with, and I'm having my first moment, and it's funny because I'm like 2,000 words in. I'm having my first moment of like, girl, this is a first draft. Just write it, and if you hate it, you can change it later. Because I think as much as I outlined and did a pretty detailed outline, I'm still running into some things that I didn't decide yet, or I like had a vague idea and I wasn't sure of the details, and so now I have to write it and I don't really want to write out of order, at least not yet. And so yeah, I think I just have to pick something, and if I don't like it, then I'll change to the next draft and it'll be fine. I'm eating, if you're curious, it's a sweet chili salad. I got it from Walmart, and they normally put, it's like coconut, and like there was something else in a little package that I didn't eat because I don't like coconut and I'm not a big fan of nuts. And I think that was the other thing in there. So we just have a bunch of veggies. I'm excited. It's gonna taste yummy. Okay, let's write. I forgot that this was sweet chili salad, and I bit into it and I was like, why is it spicy? It's yummy though. I just got in like 500 words. And I'm probably gonna do another 500 and at least try to finish out this scene. It's pretty short. It helps me sometimes, and I don't know if any of the rest of you are like this. Comment below. If so, I'd love to know. I will oftentimes envision myself almost like in a movie of my book, and I'm watching my characters interact with each other in their environment, and they're having conversations and they're moving around, and I don't know, it makes it easier for me to write that way. I'm like envisioning it first and writing it second. I say things like this and I'm like, is that just writing? Like, does everybody do that, or is that actually a method that I use? And other people have their own methods. My opening, currently the opening of the book is my princess is betrothed to a prince from a different realm, and she's receiving betrothal gifts from all of the different kingdoms in her realm. And the last gift that she receives is from her betrothed, and he gifts her a lady's maid and a palace guard. And their little intro was really fun because, spoiler alert, they're going to be kind of a part of the little found family group that ends up adventuring. I really need to find a word that's not adventuring, because it's the word I want to use. Because, like, yes, they're on an adventure, but adventuring sounds a lot more fun than what I'm going to put them through. Because at this point, it's not really by choice. But I got to introduce them, and I'm excited about that. And I'm excited for everybody to get to know each other a little bit more. So I think I'm going to sign off, but tomorrow morning I plan on doing a little walk and coffee before work, and maybe a little writing later at a cafe. And so I will take you along there. And then later in the vlog, you'll get to meet my puppy. She's not a puppy. She's like 4 years old. You'll get to meet her later. And I'm excited about that. So signing off for now. Good night. So I didn't write today yet. This was such a bad week to do a writing vlog week in my life because I've been all over the place. But maybe it was a good week to do it because it gives you insight into how I'm trying to write a book with an insane schedule. Even though 2 days out of this week I was home, but we're not gonna talk about that. I ended up not going into a cafe to write today because I had to be at work longer than anticipated. And then time just got away from me. But you did see our cutie little walk to get coffee this morning. And then I'm gonna try to do a little bit of writing real quick. I have some friends coming over for a movie night in like 20 minutes. So I have 20 minutes to bust out some words that might give me like a good little writing sprint. And then tomorrow I'm going home to my mom's place. You guys are gonna get to meet our dog, and I'll do some writing there tomorrow before I end the vlog. So hope you guys are having a good day, a fun time watching this. I'll see you when I'm writing, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, quick dinner shot. I have leftover Taiwanese food. There's some garlic pork belly and some mustard greens on some rice. I ordered stuff separately and kind of made a little bowl. LA Locals, you should try Pine and Crane if you have not. They have a couple locations, both absolutely bomb. And I just got a text that someone is running late, so better for me. Hello, good morning. I just made it to San Diego. I'm running entirely on caffeine and vibes. I had like a little bit of an iced coffee that I had left over from yesterday. I just wanted to intro this really quickly because we're about to go meet my puppy. Again, not actually a puppy. Why is my phone vibrating? Yes, I haven't had breakfast. I should have eaten breakfast. I just drove for like an hour and 45 minutes, but hopefully I can steal something from my mom's refrigerator. So we will see. Doggy intro in 3, 2, 1. Hi. Hi there. Oh, let me put my stuff down. Okay, Salem, sit. Oh, sit down. Oh, she's so excited. I have eaten. I've carried all my stuff in, which is really just a shit ton of dirty laundry. I have a doggy over here next to me. And I'm gonna write for the next 30 minutes because my mom ran out and we're gonna go see my grandma in a little bit. I keep looking at my viewfinder and not at myself. I'm gonna write for a little bit. Hopefully this will be a true test of creativity and I don't know, something else because I'm exhausted. I might need another coffee. I feel like I barely had like maybe a third at most of a coffee because I had leftovers from yesterday that I put in the fridge. So I need some caffeine in my bloodstream. But until then, we're gonna write and hope whatever I write isn't absolute gibberish. Oh, I am. We're going back to the beginning of this vlog where I was like, first person, third person, first person, third person. I'm back in third person. And I'm just gonna write in it for a little bit and see how I feel. So, look at her. A little chicken butt. Back in third person, I think I'm just gonna write in it and do it until I decide I hate it. And we'll go from there. Watch me finish this book and like half of it is written in first person and half in third person, but not in any kind of logical way. Like it's not, oh, this chapter is this chapter is that. It's gonna be half of this chapter is first person and half of it's third person, and then, you know, I go back to first person a little at the end, and then I'll have to decide and go back and edit all of it. I like first person because I like an inner monologue, but I think third just sounds better and feels a little more professional. I don't know. It just feels like it reads better, but I'm not sure. We're just gonna keep going. I'm almost done with this chapter or this like chunk doing, as we said, save the cat method. I'm in theme stated, and I have 1,100 words in here. So I'm about done with this one and then I'll start like the bulk of my first act. Like, the intro will kind of be over. It's exciting. As exhausted as I am, I'm still having fun. Hi friends, I forgot to end this vlog, so I'm going to do it right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed both this video and my grandma's beautiful flower garden that I just showed you bits and pieces of. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, whatever your heart desires, and I will see you soon. I was gonna make a comment about how next time when I do a week in the life, I hope it'll be a little less chaotic and maybe a little more writing, but I can and will make no promises. But I hope you liked it anyway.